I was standing at my cousin's wedding reception when I saw it. The one-of-a-kind antique clock that was supposed to be locked in my grandmother's attic. That single gift didn't just ruin the party. It exposed a decade of systematic theft. Now the police are waiting at the honeymoon suite. The wedding was straight out of a magazine-a lavish affair at a historic hotel, dripping with flowers and champagne. My cousin and her new husband were opening gifts, and the crowd was oohing and ohing at the crystal vases and designer appliances. Then they unwrapped a large, heavy box. Out came a stunning 19th-century French mantel clock. It was gold, ornate, and utterly unique, and I knew it instantly. I had spent hours as a kid staring at it in Grandma's house before she moved it to her locked storage attic for safekeeping. My stomach dropped. I leaned over to my sister and whispered, "Isn't that?" Before I could finish, I saw it. A tiny familiar scratch on the brass base from where I accidentally knocked it over when I was 7. The air around our side of the room went thick with tension. My aunt and uncle, the bride's parents, were smiling, but their eyes were fixed on our reactions. The perfect gift was a stolen heirloom. We left the reception early, a storm of confusion and anger brewing between us. The moment we got back to our hotel, it was a frantic midnight race against time. We weren't just going on a feeling. We needed proof. I pulled up the cloud drive where we had digitized all of Grandma's old insurance appraisals years ago. Every high-value item was photographed and documented. There it was, picture after picture of the French clock, the scratch on the base clearly visible in the high-res photos. We drove straight to Grandma's old house, which was supposed to be sealed until the estate was settled. The attic lock looked fine at first glance, but a closer look showed it had been expertly tampered with. Inside, hidden behind a stack of old trunks, we found a small, dusty logbook. My aunt, the bride's mother, had been keeping a private inventory. Every time she came for a check-in on the house, she logged an item she removed. It was a decade-long ledger of theft. Suddenly, my cousin's sudden luxury lifestyle, the European vacations, the designer bags, the down payment for her new house all made a sick kind of sense. It was all funded by Grandma's stolen history. The next morning was the post-wedding brunch. We walked in not with congratulations, but with cold, hard fury. We confronted my aunt and uncle quietly at first, away from the other guests. Their faces went pale, but they quickly shifted to righteous indignation. Grandma would have wanted her to have it. It was a gift, they insisted. That's when I pulled out my phone. "It's funny you say that," I said, my voice steady, "because we filed a police report an hour ago." I showed them the report number and the attached legal documents, the deed of title for the house and the insurance appraisals proving the items were still part of the estate and were never legally transferred. Then, I showed them the final nail in the coffin, a digital photo of the clock, time-stamped just 2 weeks ago from my aunt's own social media. She'd posted a throwback picture, but the clock was accidentally in the background of her living room. The perfect family facade shattered right there at the mimosa bar. We didn't just want an apology. We wanted everything back. Before the happy couple could even pack for their honeymoon, we took action. Armed with a police report, we got an escort to their brand new home. What we found was staggering. It wasn't a home. It was a warehouse of my grandmother's life. Her antique jewelry was tangled in my cousin's drawers. A collection of rare first-edition books, each worth a small fortune, was arranged on their bookshelves like casual decor. In the garage, hidden under a tarp, was Grandma's silver set, and in the guest room her entire collection of porcelain dolls was displayed. It was a systematic plundering of our family's history, all hidden in plain sight. They weren't just thieves. They were living a life built on a foundation of lies and stolen memories. The police officers just kept shaking their heads as we loaded box after box into the moving truck we dehired. The aftermath was brutal. The family isn't just broken. It's been completely atomized. The wedding was annulled and my aunt and uncle are facing felony charges. The sheer greed is something I still can't comprehend. We've since recovered nearly everything, and every single piece is now held in a professional trust, protected by layers of legal firewalls. It's a sad way to have to protect your own history, but it's a necessary one. This whole ordeal taught me a painful lesson. Sometimes the biggest threats to your family's legacy are the people sitting right next to you at the dinner table. So, a word of advice: document everything. Take photos, get appraisals, and legally secure your family's history. Do it now, before the people you trust the most give you a reason not to. Thanks for listening. If this story resonated with you, please subscribe for more.